Well, hello and welcome to the Combank Arena in Belgrade in Serbia and the final of the Women's European Handball Championships. My name is Paul Bray. Thanks for joining us for this game between the defending champions Norway and Montenegro, a repeat of the London Olympic final of just a few months ago when Norway won 26-23, a close encounter. Norway going for their sixth European title, fifth in succession, but Montenegro keen to win their first ever title. They have huge support here in Belgrade. There is the Norwegian lineup. Lunde Haraldsen is the top goalkeeper in the competition with a 42% save rate. And there she is, 32-year-old, 1.81 m, very experienced, 220 caps. And look out for Anja Edin when she comes on. Doesn't usually start, but when she comes on, there will be fireworks. And there is the trophy at stake. For Montenegro, right back Katarina Bulatovic is the top scorer in the competition with 48 goals. She will start with the impressive playmaker Knežević and Jovanovic at the back. And there is Bulatovic, 48 goals, 47% efficiency. And there is Knežević, a real danger as well at the back, 31 goals for the playmaker. Great combination, the two side by side, and also finding the line time and again. There is Þorgeir Hergersson, the Norwegian coach. He's actually Icelandic. His assistant, Mia Hermann Hördal, a great player in her time. And there with his back to us is Dragan Adzic. Also coaches Budućnost, from which many of his team are drawn, the champions of Montenegro. Adzic, he celebrated his birthday last Thursday, but has put the celebrations on hold, hoping it will be an extra birthday present here today. An incredible atmosphere in the arena, and there are a lot of Montenegrins living in Belgrade. Others have made the coach trip across to Belgrade, up from the south, to support their team, and it's created a wonderful atmosphere. Sea of red on the far side, those are the Norwegian supporters. So here we go then, Norway in the all-white strip today, throw off from left to right. Montenegro in the all-red strip. Well, they played each other not only at the London Olympics but also at the World Championships almost exactly a year ago in Brazil in the preliminary round. Norway just winning 28-27 on that occasion. Those are the only two meetings so far. It's all gone Norway's direction. Could change today. Passive play being warned against the Norwegians. Bleivang has in fact started an attack, an interesting choice. And Norway cruised to their semi-final, sweeping Hungary aside 30-19 in their semi-final yesterday. Able to turn the bench extensively late on in the game, so many will be arriving in the final somewhat fresher than Montenegro, who had a real physical, intensive encounter with the host Serbia, winning 26-27. One goal in it for them. Barjaktarovic making a desperate last-second save to give the win to Montenegro. But they didn't really have the luxury of turning the bench. It's given. First goal goes to Montenegro. Took the ball on her, but couldn't push it back out again. Knežević. Bleivang, Suland, watch out for number 15. And they've got there. Nice jump, but the defence didn't push out enough, and Djela Bulatovic, the player at full. So Alstad only scored 3 from 8 in their semi-final. They had the luxury, though, of being so far ahead of the Hungarians, and even though their scoring wasn't fantastic, Suland, their top scorer in the competition so far, third in the entire Euro 2012 with 36 goals, only scored 1 from 10 in the semi-final. But so extensive was their control over the game that still Hungary couldn't capitalise. Ball stolen, fairly say the referees. Lunde Bornsson, long pass to Rigelhut Koren. Great save by Barjaktarovic. 25-year-old keeper, plays in Russia for Rostov-Don. One of 10 of the Montenegrin team who remain from their Olympic silver medal winning side. A testament to this nation. They can turn out a strong team. And again, they've allowed her in too close. Same two defenders, Sandback and Alstad, number 2. Both these teams have lost just once in the competition so far. Norway won in the preliminary round against Serbia, the Czech Republic and the Ukraine, and then in the main round they beat France and Sweden before slipping to their only defeat against Denmark, 33-35, too many mistakes in the end. And then they beat Hungary, of course, in that semi-final. There is Bulatovic. It's all square. And referees from Spain, Andrew Marin and Ignacio Garcia, stepping in just to calm things down on both sides early on here as Lunde Haraldsen, Norwegian keeper, looks on from the far end. 4 minutes played. It's 2-2 in the final of Euro 2012 here in Belgrade. Rigelhut Kuren couldn't find Frafjord on the line. Montenegro away. Katarina Bulatovic. She's fouled though. Katarina Bulatovic, who was top scorer at the Olympic Games and is a long way ahead in the scoring rates here with 48 goals in Euro 2012. Plays for Okim Vulca, the Romanian champions, moved from Budućnost last year after winning the Champions League with them. And they got another one. Knežević, 22-year-old who plays for the champions Budućnost. 5 minutes played. Knežević, one of 6 players who won the Under-20 World Championships in 2010 in Korea. Goes wide by Breivang. Anđela Bulatovic, no relation to Katarina, comes in now. Oh, she puts it wide. Rushed the whole exercise, unfortunately. The 25-year-old also from Budućnost. There are 5 of them playing for the club. Good block. Yellow card, though, for Anđela Bulatovic, and an early exchange on the bench there between Hergersson and Herman Hørdal, the 2 Norwegian coaches. Ida Olstad teeing herself up. She's moved into the centre. Breivang is now at left back. Suland, their top scorer, with 36 goals in the competition at right back, and their shooting is wayward at the moment. Norway can't quite get it going. And we just need a little bit of treatment. We've had a bit of a slip. Lunde Bornsen, look at her on the left there. She tripped, didn't see her actually, went straight into Dokic, the line player. He was looking the other way. And there's some of the Montenegrin fans who've turned out. They made a lot of noise yesterday in the semi-final. It was a terrific atmosphere in the arena, and it is again here today. In fact, the record attendance yesterday for Women's European Handball Championships, 13,000 were here yesterday. I think we've got another yellow card. Lunde Bornsen now for Norway. One apiece. So they build up from a long way out. Norway for the moment are defending 6-0. They do tend to go deep sometimes when needed. Katarina Bulatovic into the wing. Good play. Driving in. Knežević went in. Sucked in the defence and released the ball to Pavicevic. Brilliant young player, 24 years of age, newcomer to the team. But they've been hit back straight away the other end. Breivang. 32-year-old who plays for Larvik. before the World Championships in 2011 that said she'd fight her way back into the team to the coach, and she did exactly that. She did play for them. Norway, of course, are the current world, European and Olympic champions. They've won the last 4 European titles back-to-back since 2004. They also won in 1998. They won the last 2 Olympic Games, and of course they won gold at the World Championships in Brazil last year. They are the preeminent women's handball nation of the age. But can Montenegro break that? Great save off Dokic. Goes out to the side, though it'll be a throw-in for Montenegro. Well, Dokic, 21 goals with a 66% success rate, but Dokic only scored 1 from 5 yesterday. Maybe feeling the pressure. Dokic, who was only naturalised Montenegrin just before the last World Championships, actually born in Serbia. That goes over the top. Some of the fans thought that had gone in for a second. It's still 4-3 to Montenegro. Into the line, Frafjord, penalty. Shoved as she went to shoot. Frafjord, who started slowly, she was carrying an injury. She's now scored 10 from 13. Become very efficient, the Norwegian captain. Regelhut Koren to take it. Saved. Sonja Barjaktarovic. Well, she tried to put it underneath, but it was just a bit too high on the bounce. And she still got her heel to it, Barjaktarovic. And Norway, uncustomarily low, 38% success rate on their shooting. Katarina Bulatovic. Knežević, nice hard shot, but sails well wide of the post. And she goes herring off again, not being used in defence. That role being taken by Lazovic. Ball's taken fairly, say the referees. Dokic puts it up on the wing. And they've scored to go 2 up. But Ulstad is still down injured at the other end, as Miljanic scores on the right wing. Here she goes, dummies the first shot. And as Lunde Haraldsen lifts her leg, she plants it in underneath. Ulstad, who was bowled over. Here's the incident again. She came running in. She skidded, I think, more than anything else. Well, I think as they wrestle for the ball, Anđela Bulatovic catching her unintentionally, I would say. So will Montenegro overturn 2 consecutive defeats in the last year against Norway? Both have been close games. Montenegro have shown their strength in depth with that under-20 World Championship bronze medal in Korea 2 years ago. Nice talent coming through, and still looks like Edin's getting ready to come on. You could see sparks fly. Lunde Bornsen tries in the centre then in place of Ulstad, who took the blow last time round. Breivang in the centre now. And again, we've got a bit of a tussle between Løkke, who's taken over from Frafjord on the line, the number 6, who plays a club handball for Giurietto, as does their goalkeeper. Teammates with Montenegro's number 4, Radicevic. A lot of booing going on, so they felt maybe something should have been called against Løkke. So World Player of the Year in 2011. Lunde Bornsen, Suland. Here comes Suland again, into the line. Oh, beautifully done. Løkke scores. Lazovic has got a yellow card, the number 26. There she is. You can see she reaches across, a shove on Løkke.
Yellow card, Team Montenegro, number 26, Susana Lazovic.
10 minutes well gone now in this first half. Anđela Bulatovic, Knežević. It's intercepted, they're away. Herem charges off. Beautifully done, just drops her wrist back. Curves the ball over the head of Barjaktarovic, and suddenly they are level Quick steal by Lunde Bornsen.
Scored by number 23, Camilla.
Heremi scored 5 from 6, mostly on the break yesterday for Norway in their semi-final mauling of Hungary. Bulatovic, she's done it. Katarina Bulatovic's third goal. They're back in front.
Goal for Montenegro, number 32. Dame i gospodo, 50. gol na šampionatu za Katarinu Bulatovic.
Shot efficiency, 56-50. Relatively close. Still no sign of Edin coming on yet. Ready if needed. Attacking foul. Nowhere near the right place for the free throw. They'll have to send the ball back, which is just as well because they rushed it and it was intercepted. Lurker, I think, having a word at the back to say, well, was either one at fault? Giving away that last free throw. Twelve and a half minutes played. Katarina Bulatovic, Knežević cuts out. Bulatovic goes straight for the wing. Cleverly done. Miljanic gets a second. And I wonder if Edin's time is coming. Another melee in defence. Interesting that Lunde Bornsen for Norway in the attack, number 9. Not had a great Euro, 5 goals from 21 attempts only. But she is a proven goal scorer normally, 466 goals for her country and 161 appearances as number 9 on the far side at left back. But blown hot and cold here at the championships, but she can find the line player really well. Tries again, it's parried away. And we've got a 2-minute suspension. Lazovic has got herself a suspension. They've already had 3 yellow cards. As we see that save again, it was a good save by Barjaktarovic right up in the corner. But with the power play, Knežević being individually marked by Lurker, she's gone into the bottom there on the left wing. Tries to stay out of the way. And Norway pressuring them. Maybe they should not be working too much with the line player. Looking for the line. Run out of options. The pass wasn't on. I would have Dokic out straight away in those circumstances and play across the back. Good pressure by Norway. Chance in the power play now. The wings are waiting. Suland. Rigelhut. Oh, put it wide. And Suland can't quite get a range. Not framing her shots at the moment, the top scorer for Norway. 53% success rate in the competition so far for Suland, but not today, I'm afraid. 28-year-old who plays for Larvik. And Adzic on the bench, making a quick substitution. He's decided to take out Dokic from the line, put her instead on the right wing. She'll come across, though, in a second. There she goes. Knežević, too many steps. Still 30 seconds on the power play for Norway, who have put on Edin, number 11. Hang on to your hats now. She makes things happen. Suland. First of the game. Nice height. Goalkeeper came out, but should have been out either earlier or stayed back. And Suland gets her first. Nearly back to full strength again. Dokic can hang in the line now. And now they are at full strength. And the winger goes back in again. Biljana Pavicevic, 24-year-old, one of the newcomers to the team. 7 caps only for the Montenegrin left wing. Midway through the first half then. Montenegro leads 7-6. Rather rash shot there by Knežević. Edin. And there she is, straight away in the thick of it. She's never started the game at Euro 2012 for Norway. But when she comes on, you know she's on. If she's not scoring, she's finding the line constantly. She scored 6 in the semi-final yesterday. hugely exciting 29-year-old, also plays for Larvik. Again, wasted opportunity. Back come Norway. It's all square. Now they're in front. Løke. And Edin's entrance has opened up all kinds of options.
Norway is leading now. Goal scored by number 6, Løke.
The goalkeeper, again, went the right way, but was then much too late to stop Løke. Team timeout called then by Dragan Radzic for Montenegro. Well, it's only been 3 minutes and 20 seconds it's taken for Norway to score 3 goals and overturn a 2-goal deficit to lead by 1. Montenegro are really going to have to dig deep here to just get the momentum back. Shooting efficiency's a match now, in fact, from 62 to 48% for Norway. It's now 53, 54% for either team. It's much of a muchness. But you do wonder whether Norway, having cruised to that more comfortable semi-final win yesterday, maybe that little bit fresher than Montenegro, who had to leave their starting lineup on most of the time throughout the game to win against a determined home side. Serbia, who were so disappointed not to make it to the final. Of course, their disappointment compounded further earlier today when they lost out to Hungary after extra time, 38-41. Hungary taking the bronze medal here at Euro 2012. Into the wing. That's tipped out, is it? Well, I think Miljanic was quite sure it was her ball, but it wasn't touched by a defender, say the referees. Her teammates seem to know that as well. And while she was in the wrong place, it's off with a free shot for Herem on the wing. Luckily, though, Barjaktarovic spares her blushes. Edin, the provider. Katarina Bulatovic simply couldn't cover the back and the wing as well.
Make some noise. It's final match, ladies and gentlemen.
Goalkeeper efficiency fairly closely matched there, 30-33%. Angela Bulatovic is through. Good defending by Frafjord. Gets herself a yellow card in the process, but held firm. Norwegian captain leads by example in the centre of the defence, where she works with Lunde Bornsen, the number 9. Attacking foul, too many steps by Angela Bulatovic, and very sportingly, Lunde Haraldsen helps her up before passing the ball out. Some goalkeepers wouldn't have done that. And Edin again. And it's 4 without reply. And a 5-minute spell is proving costly for Montenegro. They were 2 up. And I wouldn't say it was all down to Edin, but she certainly injected a real amount of urgency and pace in the game since coming on. Played in the World Championships for Norway in 2009 when they took bronze and then got left out after a while. Coach said you need to work on your defence. She's come back now with a vengeance. Katarina Bulatovic, well, there seemed nothing else to do. Just decides to let rip from 9 metres. Scores her 4th goal. Brings to an end a near 6-minute spell without goals. Barjaktarovic saves. And I credited that. And they've hit again. It's all square. 9-all. Knežević.
Equalizer for Montenegro, scored by number 19. Ide Bojako, Milena.
Norway on the attack against his 6-0 defence. He put a second-line player in. No way around for Luca. Edin tries to get in. I think she took a little knock to the face, but she can take those. She carries on playing. Passive play is being warned as Adzic gets carried away on the bench and being told to calm down by Andrew Marin. Doesn't go in. Still 9-all. So 20 minutes played, nothing between these two teams in the final of Euro 2012. Lurker now picks up third yellow card for the team. She says the line player's using her elbows, referring to Zuzana Lazovic. Looking for the line, goes wayward. Maria Jovanovic has now joined the attack as in come Norway at pace. Frafjord on the line. They've got two line players now, Norway. Edin. Lunde Bornsen, right-handed, is in the wrong place as the substitutions are made. Off go Frafjord and Lunde Bornsen. And in for the attack come Olstad again. Sulan still at right back. This is a nice potent firepower at the back for the Norwegians. Edin. Really, really hard shot, but this time not good direction, straight down the middle. Michael Vida in the centre there, Secretary General of the EHF, and Tolian, the former president. Jean Briot, of course, the current president, also in the crowd. So, failed attack for Montenegro, and back come Norway. Knežević losing possession for her side. Norwegian supporters doing all they can to lift their team. The Montenegrins, catcalls trying to unsettle the Scandinavians. Norway have got Mjaja Jakobsen. Went around, distracted the defenders, Jakobsen, as she came around, and it just allowed Olstad to drive in and shoot. Third for her. And they take the lead again, 10-9. So now Jovanovic is in the frame for Montenegro, number 8, the captain at left back. Plays for Olkim Vulca in Romania, alongside Katarina Bulatovic. And we've got a melee of players. And well, they certainly don't beat about the bush, the Norwegians. But then again, these are two of the toughest defences in the European Championship. It was always going to be a bruising encounter. Second line player goes in now for Montenegro. Jovanovic. Katarina Bulatovic goes wide. Bulatovic 3 from 5 so far as Breivang comes back into the attack. Look, drops in, and Edin is off again. Breivang goes wide. It'll be a free throw. And the Montenegrins giving as good as they're getting. Adzic. It's on again. Here goes the winger. Oh, fantastic save. Luka shoots, but Barja Aktarovic came out very quickly to smother the shot. But Montenegro unable to capitalise, unfortunately. Anđela Bulatovic getting bogged down in the defence instead of letting the ball run. Luka uncustomarily off sorts. 2 from 4. Here it is again, but the goalkeeper came quick. Tried to put it between arm and leg unsuccessfully. Gergersson pacing at the bottom of the picture, the Norwegian coach. Not a good pass. Oh, stays out. Lunde Haraldsson reacting well. The 32-year-old goalkeeper who's played 210 times for her country. Got a hand to the lob. Races back. Good call by the refs, I think. Haraldsson, who plays for Giorieto in Hungary, along with Heidi Lucker, the line player. We see that one again. So team timeout called, meanwhile, by Norway. Thorir Hergersson with 23 minutes and 48 seconds of the first half played. And his team just can't pull away from the determined Montenegrins. For the moment, they're being sucked in, and it's a success rate on shooting as well, which is relatively low by their standards for Norway at 45%. Hadzic, as ever, picture of calmness in his briefings. Has less options on the bench, in fairness to him. He's got quite a few young players. He's retained 10 of his Olympic squad, but brought in some other younger ones. He did lose Majda Memirovic, the impressive left winger, through injury during the competition. Had to replace her with Jelena Despotovic. Not the same caliber, in fairness. Into the wing. No space there, though, for Maja Jakobsen, the number 20. A newcomer to the Norwegian team, the number 20, just coming into the picture, bottom right. And there in the centre is Bojana Popovic in the stripy top. This is the post-Bojana Popovic era for Montenegro. She retired after the London Olympics, an absolute legend of the sport. And people thought, well, will it be the same Montenegro? And the answer is, yes, it is. Meanwhile, Suland finds the back of the net for a 2-goal lead. Her second. They were under pressure, passive play being warned, and frustration for the Montenegrins. So coming up to 25 minutes played in the final here in Belgrade. Katarina Bulatovic into the wing. Nice play. Pavicevic scores off a nice pass by Anđela Bulatovic. Second goal for her, but what a great pass into her. Both defenders sucked in. And a 24-year-old who'd only played 7 times for her country before Euro 2012 gets her second in the final. Good save by Barry Akhtarovic, but the whistle's gone. As it says why. She got the shot. Barry Akhtarovic saves again. Penalties given though. Breivang fouled and a 2-minute suspension. Barry Akhtarovic tries to see the amusing side of it. Let's have a look. Biljana Bulatovic. She's holding around the neck, I'm afraid, and anything around neck height and you're off. Hadzic may not be happy, but the replay suggests that was the right call by the Spanish referees. Suland. Saved. Not her day. Barry Akhtarovic playing a blinder. 8 saves from 19. But Anđela Bulatovic is now off. Montenegro need to keep the pressure going here if they can. Knežević, Katarina Bulatovic tries to get away from Breivang. Yes. Defending inside the area. She broke in. Knežević wins the penalty. Milks the applause from the crowd. Cuts back inside again, and nice heave into her Lunde Bornson inside the area as well. Katarina Bulatovic. Well, as soon as Lunde Haraldsson lifted the left leg, Katarina Bulatovic blasted it next to the standing leg. Managed to make the goalkeeper move first, and the bench are on their feet. It's all square. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. But Norway with the extra player still for another 45 seconds on this power play. Suland. Looking for the wing, not a great pass in. Gosses controlled it though. Meanwhile, Rigelhut is back in on the right wing. Breivang takes a shot down the middle. It was an attacking foul anyway. And Norway have made a hash of their advantage. Extra play. They've conceded a goal now and wasted 2 attacks. Ten more seconds and Montenegro will be back to full strength again. Playing without a line this time. But the winger's gone in, trying to make space. Oh, and they've scored twice against the run of play, you'd have to say, while they were short-handed. 3 goals in succession. 3.5 minutes. And the initiative swings back to Montenegro. And they are back to full strength again now. We're well into the last 2 minutes of the first half. Sulan, long-range shot off the post. Goalkeeper didn't touch it, and it's a throw-in to Montenegro. Ulstad, who opened up with the first 2 goals of the game. They've now scored 3 from 5 only. 27-year-old who plays for Buasen. One of their veterans, 76 internationals, 183 goals. Flatter defence here by the Norwegians. Katarina Bulatovic. That was too close an angle for the shot, and maybe Miljanic should have thought better of it. There was no pressure on a passive play call or anything like that. Ulstad, Lunde Borensen. She goes off now. Defensive roll done, and on comes Suland, Norway's top scorer in the competition, number 15. Frafjord is in on the line for Løkke. Different styles, the 2-line players. That seemed to come off a foot. Not given, though. Passive plays being warned against the Norwegians. Ulstad, and another save by Barry Akhtarovic. She's playing well, although the Norwegians are not shooting well. Their framing is either just too wide or straight down the middle. Barry Akhtarovic, 9 saves now, 45%. Compare that with Lunde Haraldsen. 5 saves from 17, only 29% for the Norwegian keeper. Nearly there, a few more seconds before half-time. A quick shot before the break. Play on. Oh, she shouldn't have cut back in. It won't count. The buzzer just goes before they can get it in. Well, smiles all round. Good defending by Norway, though, just to keep them out, and the buzzer went, in fact, as she was in mid-air. Tried it initially with Knežević. It would have been a nice goal otherwise, but it stays then 12-11 at half-time to Montenegro, who have been a couple of goals down in the first half, but they turned it around, having conceded a 4-0 in 6 minutes. They've hit back, with Norway failing to score in the last 5.5 minutes of the first half, despite having a power play in their favour, conceding in fact 2 goals during that time. And so at half-time in the final of Euro 2012, Montenegro lead Norway 12-11. Well, an intriguing encounter. And the attacks, only 38% of Norway's attacks succeeding, 43 for Montenegro. Not high on either side, but it's the field throws where Montenegro are more successful, with 55% to 46 for Norway. Not a lot of turnovers in the game, and there you can see those long breaks when Montenegro weren't scoring, but then at the end they really reacted well and hit those 3 goals to re-establish control in the game. Top scoring for Norway is Ulstad with 3 from 5, but it's Knežević and Katarina Bulatovic who are top scoring in the game with 4 goals apiece. The Montenegrins, where the goals are coming for Norway. Nothing on the wing at the moment. 1 fast break only, so Montenegro doing well there. It's all going down the middle with the odd shot on either side. So Montenegro, well, it's fairly well scattered in fairness, with a fast break and a penalty to add to that. So half-time, it's 12-11 to Montenegro. We'll take a short break, but join us again for the second half in just a few moments. We'll see you then. Well, welcome back to the Combank Arena in Belgrade, and half-time in the final of the Women's European Handball Championships. The defending champions Norway trail 11-12 against Montenegro. Lots of support for both teams, but particularly so for Montenegro. Well, unlike the bronze medal playoff where both teams were visibly tired, and that translated into poor defending and a lot of goals, here actually they are looking visibly tired, but it's actually translating into some poor finishing, notably for Norway, who've scored their 11 goals off 26 attempts. 42% success rate, low by their standard. While Montenegro scored 12 from 21. A little bit better at 57%. Here we go then. Montenegro throw off the second half, and Edin is back on again for Norway. She seemed to inject a bit of power into the Norwegian attack when she came on, but was then substituted back off again after playing only 9 minutes, but scoring a couple of goals and creating a few as well. Free throw. Katarina Bulatovic in the right back position, Anđela Bulatovic in the centre. Knežević coming in from the left. So on the right wing, Radičević is back again. Lunde Bornsen. He made 5 saves in the first half from 17. She really needs to come into it in the second half. Top goalkeeper in the competition with 42% average, but only 29 here today. Into the wing. No space on the wing though. Comes back out again. Lunde Bornsen looks for the shot, but too many steps by her. And Montenegro's Suzana Lazovic ambles in on the line. She's replaced Dokic for much of the first half, and you wonder if Dokic has picked up an injury. She's only played 18 minutes so far. There is Knežević calling the move. Norway have responded by individually marking Katarina Bulatovic in the bottom of the picture. Edin up against her. It was interesting that Edin went out of her way to shake hands with Katarina Bulatovic at the beginning of the second half, as if to say, we're going to be seeing a lot of each other in this second half. All the way through, straight through the keeper. Anđela Bulatovic. Quick response at the other end though by Heidi Løkke. Straight down the middle, gap just opened up. Heidi Løkke with her third goal, and whilst it's reasonably spread out for the Norwegians in the first half, only 4 players from Montenegro scored. Katarina Bulatovic, Knežević, and then the wingers Miljanic and Pavicevic with 2 apiece. Oh, brilliant play. Knežević, lightning arm, dummy the shot, windmill over the top of the defender. There you go. And absolutely no time for Lunde Haraldsen to react in goal. Fantastic play by the 22-year-old only. You forget that's how young she is. She's already played 82 times for her country, scoring 186 goals. The Norwegian fans a little bit quieter now as they go 2 down. Noise ramping up once more in the arena. The Montenegrin fans just above and to our side are urging their team on to break this winning run by Norway in every competition they've played in. Herem, Lunde Bornsen, Edin, save by Barjaktarovic. Continues a fine form from the first half. Formerly from Budućnost, but she's moved to Rostov-Don in Russia. And currently leading the Russian championship. And the Montenegrin fans chant even louder. 3.5 minutes into the second half. They've managed to open up a 2-goal lead. They're on the attack now. Katarina Bulatovic. They've given up trying to individually mark her now. She stays on the line. Good save this time by Haraldsen of Anđela Bulatovic. She's got to get back quick. The Norwegians will power in quickly and look for the line. She is back now. Løkke trying to put the block on. Couldn't find her. It's stolen fairly, they say. Well, she did really well to control it. Jovanka Radicevic. The ball bounced into her. It was an inspired pass. Knežević got it, realized a straight pass would be intercepted, bounced it. Radicevic had a bit of trouble controlling it. Well, that's not going to help matters. Lazovic suspended, and that's her second of the game for the defence specialist. Let's look again, number 26. Well, a clumsy push on Edin as she was coming around. And she'll have to watch herself now, because one more suspension and it's going to be a red card. And so chance now, even though they're 3 down, to pull some back here. Norway put in Ida Bjorndalen, number 14 at right back, in place of their top scorer Suland, who's had a mixed game really. Bjorndalen, relative newcomer to the Norwegian team, just 9 caps and 7 goals. Although she is the top scorer in the Danish league, as Rigelhut pulls one back 5 minutes into the second half. She stayed wide in the wing, knowing they would stretch the defence eventually, and Pavicevic tried to come round. Barjaktarovic frustrated. Still over a minute before they get back to full strength, and while they have the extra player, Katarina Bulatovic has again been marked by Edin, and she's come into the right wing there in the bottom of the picture, just to stay out of the way. Knežević then is in the centre. She's come around to see if she can get free. Knežević, that was unwise. Goes out behind off Lunde Bornsen. Sometimes prone to just rushing when they don't really need to. So Bjorndalen at right back, who's only scored 2 from 11, the Norwegian number 14 so far at these European Championships. So despite her top scoring status in the Danish league, it hasn't quite translated here. Fantastic turn by Løkke, but what a save by Barjaktarovic. Well, Løkke gets rid of her marker beautifully, but doesn't have a lot of time to react before she lands back in the area. And she came out really quick and makes her 12th save. I'll make that actually 13. She was already on 11 at half-time. Katarina Bulatovic, she'll get a free throw. She's pushed over by Lunde Bornsen. Wry smile from the Montenegrin right back. She, like Dokic, born in Serbia. But when the countries separated back in 2006, they all had a choice, and she was already playing in Budućnost and chose to take Montenegrin nationality. They're back to full strength again now, Montenegro. Katarina Bulatovic no longer with her marker. Move it back out again. Passive play is being warned, looking for the line. Free throw for Montenegro, but the clock's against them now. Referee's arm still up. Came off a defender. That'll be a throw-in from the corner, but it limits the options for Montenegro, because any second now the whistle could go, and they've actually stopped the clock as Montenegro take their time with this one. Went for the Kempe, but didn't find Jovanovic, and instead it's Norway who's stolen the ball through Rigelhut, and no mistake this time from Løkke. Turns the player really well, but Rigelhut, Kuren the provider. And so a couple of goals, and they're closing the gap. Tough old job being on the line. 4th goal for Heidi Løkke. Ball stolen. Edin races there, but is beaten to it. Brilliant play. Radicevic, the winger, saw the opportunity. All the defence moved up as there was a melee and a tussle for the ball. You see it coming behind. Impeccable pass into her by Knežević as well. Nicely done. Lurker now is waiting wide. She's in front of Ulstad. Edin switches back again. We've got a player down as well. And a 2-minute suspension. Adzic looks on bemused, but Radicevic has been sent off, the number 4. Well, I have to say that's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other to me. Lurker deliberately looking to throw herself on the floor, I'd say. Adzic says that was an attacking foul, and it's not only that, but it's given us a penalty. Edin clips the bar, stays in. Back within 1.
For Norway, scored by number 11, Anja.
What an impressive player Edin is. And so once more, for the 4th time in the game, Montenegro was short-handed. No suspensions for Norway yet. There is the player serving out that suspension. Well, they still manage it. The captain, Maria Jovanovic. Dummied the shot, bounced to get the extra steps and went around. Lead by 2 again. First goal for Jovanovic. Ulstad. Edin, wrong way for her to shoot. Now quickly switching on the other wing. That's more like it. They needed that. Bjorndalen. Norwegian fans relieved to see her hit the mark, the number 14. Only a 3rd goal in the competition from 12 shots. They are back to within 1. And still over 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Barjaktarovic takes some respite on the side. 11 saves so far, although I do think they're missing one on her. And Jela Bulatovic, captain, tries to drive in. Too many steps. And they've given possession away, and they're still short-handed. Edin, always a danger. Ball well cut out. Katarina Bulatovic got there first. Knežević picks up the loose ball. And a bit of a let-off, and they are back to full strength again. We're well past the 10-minute mark in the second half. Knežević. Little thank you on the ball as she picks up the loose ball, tapped to her by Katarina Bulatovic. 10 turnovers for Montenegro, 8 now after that one there for Norway. And with the suspension over, Radicevic is back in on the right wing. The number 4, bottom right, just out of the frame at the moment. Penalty. And the foul on the line player, Lazovic.
7-meter throw for Montenegro.
Just 20 years of age, already 52 internationals. Her arm taken as she goes to shoot. Looks to the referee, confirmation. Katarina Bulatovic. She scores. 2-goal lead is back. 81 kilometers an hour, that particular penalty. 5 from 9. Has been a little expensive, Katarina Bulatovic. But she's still getting them. 12 minutes played in the second half. Edin. Goes in. Quick switch. Ulstad. Always that smile from the Norwegians, as if they're really enjoying the game just for what it is.
Number 5, Ida.
It's just a mentality in a way. It shows that the team don't put pressure on players. If it's not working, then we'll find solutions. You know, you don't get penalised for it, and when you score, you can all enjoy it. Quick switch back again. Good save by Lunde Haraldsen. Back come Norway, looking for options. Ulstad comes back again. Lunde Bornsen waiting for the chance to go off. Edin around the outside. Nicely done. Ulstad, 2 quick shots. And the Norwegian fans are happy again. It's all square. 5th goal for Ulstad. And Barjaktarovic frustrated. The defense once more outflanked. Oh, fumbled the ball, she thought unfairly. The break is on. And they've taken the lead. Suland got away, and Pavicevic tried everything to catch her. And Barjaktarovic looking for some kind of inspirational help. Well, it's taken them barely 2 minutes to score 3 goals and take the lead, but they got that one back. Nicely played by Jovanka Radicevic, ironically, against a club teammate, Lunde Haraldsen. They both play for Giurietto in Hungary. 19 all. Two apiece. Edin is shifted left now. Ulstad to the left. Interesting combination that they put Suland in on the right wing. And, nicely poised here, 19 all. The last 2 meetings between these teams, the Olympic final in London just a few months back, and last year in Brazil at the World Championships preliminary round ended in favour of the Scandinavians. 1 and 3 goal, only the difference on those occasions. Oh, into the line. Surely a shove on Dukic, sent flying by Luka. Ulstad into the wing, no space for Suland. Tries to put the ball in, it's blocked, but it comes back out very kindly for Norway. I have to say, I thought Dukic, who's now come back in on the line, got an almighty heave as she came around, but not given by the refs. So we're past the midway point now in the second half. 19 all. Edin. Ulstad. Oh, hits both sides of the goal, but stays in. Goal number 6 for her. Barjaktarovic, save rate dropping, I'm afraid, for her at the moment. There's Jean Briot again, President of the European Handball Federation to his right with the pale blue tie. Hassan Mustafa, President of the International Handball Federation. Enjoying a very close encounter here, 14 minutes remaining in the final. Of course, unless we go to extra time, as the bronze medal playoff did between Hungary and Serbia. Inside the area when Katarina Bulatovic got it. Norway take it very quickly and stream forwards. Have they timed this well? Wear down the Montenegrins, who had that bruising encounter with Serbia yesterday. And then up the tempo, they've been turning the bench. Edin not given too much time on court, but they're still only 1 up. But they may have done just right. They've got Gosse now on the left wing. Suland unusually trying on the right wing. Hergersson really looking for options. Luka back again. Bjorndalen. Passive play being blown. It's going to be a quick shot needed, and in the end Bjorndalen takes it. And the ball releases too early. It goes sailing way over the bar. 13 minutes to go. Well, the Montenegrins have stuck most of the game with their starting lineup of Knežević, Anđela Bulatovic and Katarina Bulatovic at the back. Adzic doesn't have the same strength and depth on the bench as Hergersson, and that's too many steps, say the referees. It won't count. Collision between 2 of the players. Knežević driving in. And Adzic just calls his players down to the other end. Let's have a look again. There it is. Luka and Knežević crashing heavily. And there's the attacking foul called by Ignacio Garcia, one of the 2 Spanish referees, and waves on the medical help straight away. Well, I can tell you that while Luka is back up again and seems absolutely fine, Knežević is down, and they took a lot of battering yesterday. Kind of thing that's going to try and wear down their opponents. Knežević, one of 5 Budućnost players. There's the trophy. Well, there have only ever been 3 countries' names on the trophy. Denmark have won it 3 times, Hungary once in 2000, and Norway 5 times, including the last 4 editions. Montenegro would love to become just the 4th nation to put their name on it. So Breivang brought into it now. Edin at left back. Bjorndalen still at right back. Oh, the gap's opened up. Oh, she's put it wide. She thought she was fouled, I think. She looked straight to the referee. Let's have a look again. She goes in to shoot. Well, no. Tried to put it, but in fact it was well covered by Barry Akhtarovic, who moved across. Shot efficiency around 50% for Norway, 58% for Montenegro. Penalty, push on Katarina Bulatovic, and a 2-minute suspension. Lunde Haraldsen has a swipe at the floor. Edin is off. It's not Gosse, it's a back play. Edin, who's gone. And that's her first 2-minute suspension of the game. And so Knežević will step up to take. Let's have a look again. Catching her arm as she came through. Knežević showing no ill effects from that last clatter into Lurker. Makes it level. Lunde Haraldsen picked the right side, but got there too late. 6th goal of the game for Knežević. I've got a funny feeling he may be in the wrong section. Lunde Bornsen, Breivang, Regelhut. It's the old guard that's on, and Regelhut Koren scores. Despite being short-handed. Taken a blow in the process. Clock has been stopped. Let's have a look. She takes the shot. I think she may have got caught by Andrea Klikovac, 21-year-old defender, trying to block the shot. I think just caught her face with it in the process. Well, just as in the first half, when Montenegro scored 2, when they were short-handed against Norway, the Norwegians have turned the tables now, and the Montenegrins have done the same. Knežević. All the way through. Free throw. Solid defending by Regelhut Koren. Knežević thought she should have got more on that one. Katarina Bulatovic looks for the line. Got it away in the end. Zuzana Lazovic. Well, interestingly, used almost exclusively as a defender throughout Euro 2012. She then scored 1 goal from 3 attempts. And she's been given an extensive run out on the line here today. Getting bogged down in the defence. Norway short-handed still for another 20 seconds or so. And the scores are all tied here. Lunde Bornsen. Regelhut Koren, this time well blocked. Klikovac comes out early. Frafjord in on the line. Trying to make space. Passive play being called. Lunde Bornsen. Breivang. They're in too close. It was bound to end up as an attacking foul, and it's quickly taken. Free throw for Montenegro. Olstad couldn't quite get there early enough to cause the attacking foul, because the effort was made by Radicevic to go around her, and so she had to sidestep to get in away. Montenegro keep possession, but Norway are back to full strength again, and we have 9.5 minutes remaining. Katarina Bulatovic. Knežević back again. Bulatovic has not been taking too many shots here. Very closed angle, and Lunde Haraldsen deflects it onto the goalpost. It stays out. Lunde Bornsen. And the Montenegrin fans doing their best to unsettle the Norwegians on their attack. Bjorndalen comes back in at right back. Olstad drops in the centre, and Breivang at left back now, and they've got Gosse on the left wing, newcomer to the team, just 5 internationals. Bjorndalen, Olstad, Gosse, nicely done. 26-year-old, top scorer in the Norwegian league last year. Hangs in the air, waits for Barjaktarovic to move out, and then puts it on the inside. Took over in the team after Kari Mette Johansen announced a retirement after the Olympics. So once more the defending champions lead. Is anyone going to break the stranglehold on them? And a team timeout is called by Montenegro. Well, Lunde, the goalkeeper, Lunde Haraldsson, has really come good in the second half. 10 saves now for her. Here is one of her latest ones of what could have put Montenegro in front. Instead, they went down the other end, and Gosse put Norway back in front again. Adzic calmly tries to channel this adrenaline his players have. I mean, this is as close as they're going to have to playing at home, with a number of Montenegrin supporters who have come out. And after seeing their neighbour Serbia that they beat yesterday lose the bronze medal playoff, will it be heartbreak again for the Balkan supporters here? Both coaches with that calm demeanour. And it's all still to play for. 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the final. 1 goal in it.
Dame i gospodo, poslednjih 8 minuta finalne utakmice.
Inside the area by the line player, Lazovic is given possession away. Norway out very quickly. Too many steps, surely. I think a bit of a let-off for Breivang. 15 turnovers now suffered by Montenegro. Bjorndalen comes back in again. Adzic urges his players on. No point dwelling on what might have been. He's gesturing to the defence. Make sure you spread wide. Breivang. Olstad moves to the left again. Oh, nice play. Oh, brilliant save. Barjaktarovic. And quite wisely, look at this. Drop the ball, goes around, and Barjaktarovic off the knee. Brilliant. 13th save for her. 37% save rate, still just ahead of Lunde Haraldsson on the save rates. Katarina Bulatovic, Knežević. Oh, saw the opportunity in this square again. 7th goal for her. Quick throw off taken by the Norwegians. Olstad saved again by Barjaktarovic. Well, we've got a 2-minute suspension. Klikovac. 3 throws been given to Norway, and Barjaktarovic, a rather rueful smile on her part. 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. That could be crucial. Well, was it that little push? 5 2-minute suspensions for Montenegro. Only the one for Norway, and a team timeout called by Norway. And the noise so loud in the arena that the table had trouble blowing the whistle loud enough to get the attention of the referees. Well, will this be a turning point with so little time remaining? 6 minutes and 23 seconds. And for 2 of them, Montenegro will be short-handed. Shooting efficiency for Norway still around the 51%. Better than it was at half-time at 42. While for Montenegro, it's actually improved, if anything. It's 59%. Well, the Norwegian fans still looking a little anxious. It's all square here. It was a late flurry in the London Olympic final that saw Norway open up that 3-goal lead. So Suland goes back in at right back in place of Bjorndalen for Norway. Frafjord on the line. Breivang stays on at the left back position. Alstad switches around. Into the line. Frafjord couldn't hold it initially. That's an attacking foul. Good defending. They turned quickly and got in away. And they win the call from the referees. Now Barry Akhtarovic, the Rostov Don goalkeeper, doing well as Katarina Bulatovic makes her way on for the Montenegrin attack. They're still short-handed for a minute or so. Lazovic, the line player, at right back position, and here she goes in on the line now to try and flatten them. Katarina Bulatovic, nothing given. Good defending by Norway in the breakout. Into the wing, Rigel Hutkuren, huge angle. Oh, it's saved again. Barry Akhtarovic, save number 14. And it was a big angle for Rigel Hutkuren by her standards. You'd expect her to put it away. Inside post begging. But the Montenegrin keeper keeps the scores level. 5 minutes to go in the final. Montenegro will be back to full strength, and Adzic shakes his head. How much more of this can I take? Dokic has now come in on the line. Been used sparingly. She's free. The ball didn't come in. Katarina Bulatovic. Again, this time she does get the free throw. Can't get her big shots away. Hergersson looks on anxiously. 4.5 minutes to go. Could go either way. Finally poised here. Nezevic. Katarina Bulatovic. Passive play has been called. Dokic gets the ball, but good defending. And Lunde Bornsson and Breivang don't allow her to turn. 4 minutes to go. Passive play still. Bulatovic. And eventually they lose the ball. Gosse picks it up. And Norway decide not to force the tempo because the Montenegrin defence is back in place already. Edin steps on. And Adzic looking to Lurker, who's making a real meal on the line, tripping over players and falling over. Edin is on. What can she unlock now? 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Edin. Oh! She was looking to pass to the wing and then spun around and let rip. Fourth goal for her, and they've taken the initiative.
Another goal for Norway.
Look at this. Looks to the wing, but as the defenders fall over, she just takes the shot. And the 29-year-old Adzic thinks that was an attacking foul. Two of his defenders went flying. Dokic. Not looking too happy with that last call, but how nicely poised is this now? 3 minutes and 6 seconds, and still Adzic is having a word with Ignacio Garcia, the referee. A number of times he's felt that the Norwegians have been borderline on attacking fouls, or actually doing the attacking foul, but it is such a close call. Looking for the line. They're level again. Dokic, the Serbian-born Montenegrin line player. First of the game. It's all square. 2.5 minutes to go. Will someone break the deadlock, or we're going to see extra time again? Montenegrin fans on the edge of their seats. Save by Barry Akhtarovic. Number 15 for the Montenegrin goalkeeper. Well, Norway have not got used to losing a tournament for some years now. Will Montenegro manage it, or will the experience of the Norwegians pay off? Goes out of play, lucky for the Montenegrins. And Katarina Bulatovic looking tired with the shooting now, but it's been a long 2 weeks for these teams. Winger comes around, team timeout again. The last one for Montenegro is called. And we are just inside the last 2 minutes of the final of the Women's European Handball Championships in Belgrade. What words can Adzic find here to lift his team? A goal now would just put that extra pressure on, because it was unlike the bronze medal playoff, where it was very high scoring in the end, 79 goals, although in 70 minutes of play they had extra time, with the defence was really unable to hold their own because they were so tired. Here it's actually the finishing that's been struggling, with these players being so tired. Goalkeepers have made good saves as well. 11 for Lunde Haraldsen, 15 though for Bari Akhtarovic. And the game nicely poised as we go into the last 2 minutes. Will the Scandinavian stranglehold on this trophy finally be broken? Deafening noise now, the fans chanting louder than ever, trying to lift their team, looking for Dukic. It's blocked. Norwegian ball, 1.5 minutes to go. The Norwegian fans are looking tense, to say the least. In comes Klikovac, the defence specialist. Huge swathe of Norwegian supporters trying to lift their team now. Into the line, straight through, nothing given. No rush now, and Radicevic says calm it down. Into the last minute we go. There'll be no more nails left in the house, I think, at the end of this one. Jovanovic, the captain, comes in, calls the move. Knežević to the left, Katarina Bulatovic, as ever, throughout the game, at the back. Radicevic goes in on the line. Oh, it's in! Knežević has scored, and could that be it? 35 seconds, throw off taken quickly. Team timeout called by Norway. Well, the Norwegian fans have got used to going around and watching their team win Olympic, world and European titles. Suddenly, they are on the edge of their seats. Montenegro on the edge of making history and becoming only the 4th team to win the European Championships. Hungary won in 2000, otherwise it's a Scandinavian stranglehold with 5 titles to Norway, 3 to Denmark. He's calling a very specific move now for the last 31 seconds of the game. This would take it into extra time. We're going to see that again in Belgrade. Tension on the Norwegian television table as well. Montenegro have to defend for all they're worth here. Bari Akhtarovic, the goalkeeper, needs to stay sharp. And they've taken out their goalkeeper. Breivang goes in with the black bib on the far side. Interesting, she's so far away from the bench to make the substitution. Here we go then. The move is called. 20 seconds. Suland, Breivang. Alstad, she scored. They're back in it. The Norwegian fans celebrate. Few more seconds. Bulatovic. Oh, it's going to be a free throw. It'll have to be direct though. The buzzer's gone. Let's have a look again. Alstad, how critical, under pressure. Bari Akhtarovic couldn't get to it, and the Norwegian TV, the relief there. So Knežević to take a direct throw. Not a bad effort, but we're off into extra time again. What a finale. Big gamble by the Norwegians, taking out the goalkeeper. Breivang went in, and Alstad levelled it with 5 seconds to go. Montenegro will have to lift themselves after they thought maybe they were just about there. So at the end of normal time, Norway and Montenegro cannot be split. It's 20 for all. We'll take a short break. We'll come straight back, though, for extra time in a few moments. So once again, the drama unfolds here in the Combank Arena in Belgrade in the final of the Women's European Handball Championship. A last-ditch goal by Alstad. They took out their goalkeeper, threw everything at the Montenegrins and levelled the score with 5 seconds to go after Montenegro. He'd had to do much of the chasing. Had appeared to almost get one hand on the trophy, but the Norwegians, you can never, ever underestimate them. The EHF officials and partners. Martin Rus from in front. And to his right, Michael Videre, Secretary-General of the European Handball Federation, as the teams make their way on, and it's going to be Montenegro to throw off. Whose nerve will hold? 2 times 5 minutes then. Can this decide it? It's waiting for a nod from the table for the Montenegrins. Disappointment, as they probably thought they could just about hold out, but you never can say. Still a smile from Lazovic. And that's nice. It's the bench actually smiling across there saying, don't worry about it. No pressure on you. Just play your game. Have a go. That's the main thing. She's going to go back in on the line in place of Dokic. And here we go. First period of extra time. Montenegro. Norwegian fans cheering their team on. Katarina Bulatovic into the wing, not a great pass. Play comes back out again. Katarina Bulatovic, it's a passive play. Say Balunde Haraldsson, the ball comes out to the side. Herem picks it up. Katarina Bulatovic with 5 goals, but from 11 attempts. Only 1 in the second half. Back come Norway. Edin, Breivang and Suland, their top scorer on the far side, who scored 3 from 8. Here she comes now. They've pushed up on her. It really has been a great defensive display by both teams in the game. Some shirt pulling. It's going to be a free throw for Norway. Lurker looks around, nods in appreciation at the decision. Breivang. Wide. She just thought she could see enough of the goal. Skims the paintwork. 1.5 minutes to go. I think she's trying to shoot to the right. Player on the line putting the block on for her, but the ball seemed to leave her hand too early. Montenegro then with your captain Maria Jovanovic, who plays for Olkim Vulcha. Same as the right back coming in now, Katarina Bulatovic, both in Romania. If ever they needed a big shot now from their top scorer, Bulatovic. She's not shooting, she's constantly going around, and more passive play being worn. And it's all sideways movement. It's almost as if they're afraid of taking the initiative now. Tension's too high. Oh, they've done it. Jovanovic. Only her second goal. Gives them the initiative at least. Edin. Rigelhut-Koren comes around, looks for the line. Oh, look, a free shot, and she puts it over the top. Barjaktarovic puts her hand up, but I don't think she got a touch on it. Let's have a look and see. Way over. 4 from 8 only for the line player, who'd scored 24 coming into this game with a 63% success rate. But then again, the defense has been so tough on both sides that neither team has really managed to assert itself with its shooting. Poor shot by Katarina Bulatovic. She's gone a bit off the boil, I'm afraid, here, just when she was needed to lift something special. Rigelhut-Koren, she'll go wide, and Frafjord and Lunde Bornsen come off, replaced in attack by Edin and Suland. Breivang, Rigelhut-Koren, Suland, Edin, they've got to watch her. Save by Barjaktarovic, not a great shot in fairness. Rigelhut-Koren straight down the centre. It was more a question of protecting her face for Barjaktarovic. Save number 16 for the Montenegrin keeper. He could just nail one here. Katarina Bulatovic, who is looking tired, it has to be said. Knežević. Oh, through the keeper. A mistake by Lunde Haraldsson. Thorgeir Helgesson tries to look calm about it, but she clicked her heel on it. But the 88-kilometre-an-hour shot goes through. 9 for Knežević. 40 seconds remaining until the break. Breivang, Koren, Rigelhut. Edin this time too closely marked. Good defending. Klikovac and Jovanovic closing her down early. 20 seconds. Edin comes off a defender. It'll be a throw-in from the corner. Herem. 15 seconds now. Edin has a look. Alstad fumbles it. 4 seconds. Raivang comes off. It'll be a throw-in from the corner, but there goes the buzzer. Barry Akhtarovic can breathe a sigh of relief. And so at the interval, after the first 5-minute spell of extra time, Montenegro 2 goals up, but they will be mindful that Serbia led Hungary after the first period of overtime in the bronze medal playoff and then conceded 5 goals in the last 5 minutes to throw away the game. It'll be a quick turnaround here. Well, as we expected, a fantastic defensive display by both teams despite the tiredness of playing their 8th game in 2 weeks. They swap over bench and we'll be back on court again any moment now with a second period of 5 minutes. But this time, Norway unable to find a way through. Well, the terrific atmosphere continues in the arena. Huge swathes of Montenegrin fans in the upper tiers. They've got trumpets and drums and horns and have been creating, as near as they can, a home atmosphere for their team here in Belgrade. Norway, 4 times back-to-back winners of this competition, 5 times in total. But will Montenegro thought they had it after normal time, but thought that 5 seconds too early. Well, interestingly, bench turned again. Bjorndalen comes in at right back. 1 from 3 only for the number 14 in the bottom of the picture. Alstad in the centre. Edin stays on. Bjorndalen. Alstad again blocked. They are defending well now. There's lots of movement, using up the last of the energy they have left, and a poor pass. Alstad launches it over the top of Bjorndalen. And Adzic waving them down. Slow down. You've got a 2-goal lead. There's the bad pass. And look at the celebrations from Radicevic. Adzic doing his best to look calm, and Knežević is being individually marked now by Edin in the bottom of the picture. Puts more pressure on Katarina Bulatovic. But for Tergersson, what solutions can he find? Into the wing. It's in. A 3-goal lead. The bench are celebrating. They've got to watch it. Not quite there yet. They pulled one back. Look at Edin, the provider as ever. After Miljanic had given them 3-goal lead, there's still plenty of time for the Norwegians, who continue with this individual marking on Knežević, who's been industrious in attack. Katarina Bulatovic tired, and you almost wonder if Anđela Bulatovic shouldn't come into the attack. Oh, she's done it. Well, we've been waiting so long for that. And a 2-minute suspension. Well, the howling from the crowd. Bulatovic argues with Andrew Marin. Let's have a look and see what happened. What on earth? It hit the back of her head. She wasn't even looking at the pass. That's an outrageous call against her. No wonder she feels hard-pressed, and if they lose now, Montenegro, that's one back. Alstad using the extra space in the defence. Her 8th goal. 2 goals in it. We're past the 2-minute mark. European handball officials looking on. They look as nervous as the spectators. Into the wing. 2.5 minutes remaining. That's come off a defender. That'll buy a bit of time on that suspension. throw in from the corner. Andrew Marin, though, doesn't give them much time because he stops the clock. Shot taken by Radicevic. And Knežević, being individually marked, has disappeared right into the wing. She's taken the throw again, but I think she may stay there as well, just to give her teammates a bit of moving space at the back as Edin stays stuck to her. Knežević comes around. All the way through, too many steps, they say. In fact, inside the area, Norway. Could they break back in again now? Lunde Bornsen, Edin. The ball's cut out by Knežević. Free throw for Norway. Edin. Alstad, she scored her 9th. And that 2-minute suspension is proving to be catastrophic for Montenegro. 1.5 minutes to go. And there's only 1 goal in it now from 3 up. 2 goals in that suspension. Great performance by Alstad, though. 7 seconds before they're back to full strength, but how long will the referees give them? Knežević fouled. They are back to full strength again. Katarina Bulatovic comes in. The Norwegians try to rush Knežević. She'll have none of it. So Bulatovic, I think, had a rum call on that suspension. Comes through for the shot. Free throw. They keep possession. We're inside the last minute. Hergersson thinks the clock should be stopped. It wasn't stopped. At the other end, the goalkeeper, Barry Akhtarovic, has almost pulled her shirt over her head. She can barely watch. Katarina Bulatovic looks for the line. The ball is stolen, is it? Free throw. It came off the foot of a Norwegian defender. The clock's been stopped. 33 seconds. Herem at the back goes, well, what was all that about? Well, I can't see a foot. May have been earlier than that. Passive play now, though. Katarina Bulatovic trying to find the line. Why? There was no one there. Norway have possession. Goalkeeper's going off. They put on an extra attacker. They've levelled it. 15 seconds from the end. Incredible. Alstad has scored all 3 goals. 2 of them while they had the extra player. Here it comes. She cuts back inside again, shoots. She's fallen awkwardly, though. Incredible drama. 13 seconds remaining. Adzic having a word with the captain Jovanovic. Great extension on the shot. Beautifully done. Alstad, but I think it was actually a push in the stomach from the defender. And it has failed the 27-year-old from Byåsen. Still a chance for Montenegro with 13 seconds remaining. Adzic urges them on. Or will we have another period of extra time? Lunde Haraldsson tries to stay utterly focused. But how the Montenegrins may rue what I think was a harsh decision to send off Katarina Bulatovic. Oh, too quick. And it's picked up on the long throw, and we will have more extra time.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 more overtime period.
Well, we said when they were 3 up, don't count your chickens. Serbia know that to their cost. And we'll take another short break as we wait then for a second round of extra time to be played here in the European Championship final. It's 28 all in Belgrade. We'll see you shortly. So the fans prepare themselves for another 2 times 5-minute spells here in the 2012 Women's European Championship final. It's been an epic. Twice Montenegro thought they might have just edged it, and twice Ulstad had the answer. 3 goals up, and then that call against Katarina Bulatovic to send her off for 2 minutes, and Ulstad scored 3 to get them back in it. Waiting for the table officials to give the nod. So here we go again. Montenegro throw off the second period of extra time. And once more Knežević is being individually marked by Edin. And they need Katarina Bulatovic to come in big time now. And they have put on Anđela Bulatovic now, which I think is a good move. Had a little bit of a break, tries to go through, attacking foul. They say no, too many steps. Lurk tries to release it into the wings. Harem can't do too much with it, and they slow the pace down a bit. Lunde Bornsen to the other wing now. And so on comes Bjorndalen at right back. Slow build-up by Norway. It's all sideways. Passive play is going to come sooner or later. Intercepted. Oh, she just couldn't lift the ball. Unlucky for Miljanic. But at least she's stolen it back. Applause around the arena. Except on the Norwegian side, where they continue to chew their nails. On comes Jovanovic, the captain, again into the frame for the attack. So the short experiment with Anđela Bulatovic seems to have come to an end. Katarina Bulatovic, yes! Found the space. And when you needed her to deliver the goods, she's done it. Right up, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Goal number 7 for her. Responded Bjorndalen. One of the new members of the Norwegian team. And for once, Knežević caught flat-footed. Again, Knežević now comes over to the right-hand side. And an injury, she's holding her left ankle, Katarina Bulatovic. And Sasha Bošković on the left there, the coach of the Serbian team, who came so close to a bronze medal. But for Adzic, the dream is still alive. Let's have a look. There's her ankle. Look at it go right over as Edin runs into her. And in fact, it's accidental. She stepped on Edin's foot. Well, is this going to be another cruel blow for them? They will try and get her on again, but she looks in absolute agony. And if she goes off, they're going to need to do a little bit of reorganizing. It may mean Anđela Bulatovic coming in. The other options they have at right back are new players to the team, Toskovic and Klikovac, who's more of a defense specialist. Yeah, the left-handed right backs they've got. Yeah, the Hungarian team who took bronze earlier, waiting a little longer than they anticipated to collect their medals. And Katarina Bulatovic, will the adrenaline keep her going? She's walking very, very gingerly. And what a cruel blow it would be. Well, still they are celebrating, the Hungarians. Extra time win they had as well, 41-38. Play resumes then. Katarina Bulatovic, you can see, is still on. Has she still got mobility? Same move as last time. Go around the inside on the pass. Stolen by Edin. She looks for support, keeps the momentum going. Alstad. Lunde Borensen, they've got to get back quickly now. And on comes Bjorndalen at right back. Moves called by Alstad. Long attack sideways here. Herem goes in on the line to flatten it. Edin, it goes wide. Casts her eyes upwards. She says, thanks for the pass, set me up nicely. It wasn't far off though. Barjaktarovic wouldn't have got across to it. So Knežević now goes back to her position on the far side and just stays out of the way as much as she can. They may need Radicevic to come out a little bit more. And a collision with Alstad. Katarina Bulatovic brought to hold, but she gets a free throw. Katarina Bulatovic still looking for Knežević. She's got to try and get in there herself. Into the wing. That's gone on the inside post. That'll help. Radicevic. Ironically, having moved across to the left wing, and a save by Barjaktarovic. Look at the reaction on the bench with Radicevic, who's replaced the less experienced Pavicevic, who in this cauldron of atmosphere has been taken off. But Radicevic is right-handed and scored that last goal. She had to lean right over, or rather left-handed, had to lean right over to get the angle. The goal now would just help a little bit, but as we've seen, a 3-goal lead can evaporate so quickly. Katarina Bulatovic, passive play. She's got to get a shot away. Good save by Lunde Borensen. Montenegro stream back as quickly as they can to cover. 10 seconds. Save by Barjaktarovic. Penalty's been given. Oh, another 2-minute suspension. Jovanovic sent off. Dokic looks across to the bench. Pushes it in as she's coming in. She's inside the area. It was a good save by Barjaktarovic, but she's going to have to face a penalty that could level it again at half-time in this second spell of extra time. And for the second time in extra time, Montenegro are going to be short-handed. Will it hand the initiative back to the Norwegians? So Alstad steps up. And she scores, and it's all square once more. Her 11th goal of the game, Alstad. Crucial penalty, and it's half-time in extra time. There we see it again. Had the choice to put it next to the standing leg the other side, and that says it all, doesn't it? The tension, unbearable for these, especially for some of the Montenegrin players who are new and who are not being used at the moment, and who've had to spend most of the match on the bench, as Adzic prefers to rely on his more experienced lineup. Quick change of ends then, and play will resume, but has the initiative switched yet again to Norway, who will have an extra player for 1 minute and 56 seconds now as this second period of extra time gets underway. Well, they were 3 up when Katarina Bulatovic scored in the last extra time spell, till she was sent off. And Norway came steaming back in again.
Millennium Dance Studio, ladies and gentlemen.
So the teams make their way back on court again for the last spell of extra time, the last 5 minutes. After that is penalties. Norway throw off with an extra player for still 1 minute and 45 seconds. This match will have lasted already over 2 hours by the time it finishes. Shot goes way over the top. And clock has been stopped. It's a keeper's ball. A bit of confusion there. Andre Marin appearing. Norwegians all started walking back, thought they had the call. I think he was just checking that Alstad was okay because it looked like she'd hurt herself shooting. The Montenegrins would have preferred the clock to keep going. Just hits the corner, clips off the bar of Barajektarovic. He's made 17 saves so far in the game. Looking to the line. Free throw. Looker in the thick of it once more. Still 58 seconds before Montenegro can get back to full strength, but they don't really want to risk running the clock down too much here. 4 minutes to go in extra time. Knežević, rare touch on the ball, being marked by caught and held by Lunde Haraldsen. She's looking very tired. Bulatovic into the wing. Herem. She scores and they've taken the initiative. There's a lovely pass into her by Alstad. Herem, only her second goal, but it could be such an important one. Still Knežević being individually marked by Edin. She's managed to get clear. Scores! Well, when she does get clear, took a bit of hard work to get a block on for her. It's her 10th. 3 defenders threw themselves in her path but couldn't get there. And Montenegro back to full strength again. It's all square. 3 minutes of the extra time remaining. Edin, a bit of space. Alstad shifts into the centre. Jondalen looks for the line. Too closely marked. Good defending by Andjela Bulatovic. Passive play is being warned. Looks to the line. Lurker inside the area, says the referee. Andre Marin. 2.5 minutes remaining. Andjela Bulatovic comes up in the centre. 21 turnovers Montenegro, 14 for Norway. And even at full strength, the Norwegians stick with the individual marking on Knežević. Forces Radicevic playing out of position on the left wing to come out and help. Well, we've got a collision. Andjela Bulatovic, Edin and Knežević all involved in that tussle. Andjela Bulatovic tried to put the block on and Edin's taken one in the ribs. But Knežević is also down. It's her back. They've fallen awkwardly and Lunde Bornsson tries to stay aloof from all that and focus. 16 saves, 34% save rate. So the Norwegian keeper plays for Györieto in Hungary. In fact, she has won 4 European titles. She's been with the team for all 4 of the last ones. Quite a few of them have. Breivang has, Lunde Bornsson has, her sister is in the team here in the centre of the defence, right in front of her. Katarina Bulatovic, Andjela Bulatovic tries to get it. Penalty, defending inside the area. Lurker caught out. Oh, and a 2-minute suspension as well. Andjela Bulatovic gets a hard from Lazovic. And they will end the extra time short-handed. Lurker slaps her forehead. Amazingly, given how hard both teams have been defending, that's only the second suspension for Norway in the game. Katarina Bulatovic. She scores. They edge in front. And this time they have the power play. Her 8th goal of the game. Smile from her, but they're not there yet. Sulan's put back into the fray now. Breivang. She wants to swap. Breivang wants the wing. Ball stolen. And again, Miljanic can't quite lift it. Angela Bulatovic. She scored. Could that be it? Hergersson on his feet. Oh, and Edin under pressure puts the ball out of play. And we're into the last minute. Surely now, Radicevic urges on. She's in tears. Finally, it would seem, as Norway go to full court defence to try and steal the ball. And that's it. Montenegro with 4 goals in succession. Pavicevic. They've taken out the goalkeeper. Suland is on, but it'll be too little too late. Lunde Boensen. 20 seconds, that clips off the bar. And Montenegro have broken the Norwegian stranglehold. Barjaktarovic, heroic in goal with 17 saves. And there will be celebrations long into the night in Belgrade. Knežević in tears, they all are. Applauding their supporters who've lifted them through the game. And there it is. Montenegro are the new European champions. A superb, a supreme team effort in defence. Knežević, 10 goals. Katarina Bulatovic, 8. Barjaktarovic in the picture there, 17 saves. And Herem and her teammates left to contemplate what might have been. Olstad scoring 11 goals and still ends up on the losing side. Lurker makes her way to the centre. But the Montenegrins, well, you're going to have trouble wiping the smile off their face. They thought they had it in the first half. She's remonstrating with Garcia, the referee. It will change nothing. It will not be a 6th title for Norway. It's a new name on the trophy. Montenegro, beaten in the Olympic final a few months ago, gain revenge. Mehmedovic there, who was injured earlier in the competition, has had to sit in the stands to watch this. And the fans can believe they came in their thousands to support the team. And they have done it. Adzic, hugs all round. And heroic defence. And Radicevic scored that last goal, played out of position to cover for the less experienced Pavicevic. So that's it. We have a new European champion after double extra time in Belgrade. Montenegro have beaten the defending champions Norway 34-31. It's time to celebrate. Well, statistics show low scoring on the attacks because it was all about defence, this one here. 7 fast breaks for Norway, 3 for Montenegro, but a lot of turnovers as the defence worked overtime. 7 suspensions for Montenegro, only 2 for Norway. Top scoring for Montenegro was Knežević with 10 goals. Alstad, you've got a feel for her. She top scored in the final with 11 and still ends up on the losing side. And here's where all the goals came from, mostly down the middle, and 7 fast breaks as well. The wings not so much in evidence. So it is then Hungary bronze, Norway settle for the silver, but Montenegro, this is where their goals came from, and a good spread all round. Not so much at left and right back, 3 fast breaks and 4 penalties. Montenegro then are the new European champions. We'll leave you with the scenes of celebrations. Thanks for watching. And so for now, from me, Paul Bray, until next time, goodbye.